ven aquí. Dile a la mamá. Dile a la mamá. Mamá. Uy. Uy. Venga, Ale, ya estás aquí. Ale, mírala, mírala.
Hi, I very often get emails or comments, people writing to me with very good intentions, telling me that, that our work is great, but that I should be looking at this other channel, Hope for Paws. Hope for Paws, though, they do amazing animal rescue videos and they make it very short and they show the rescue and the recovery in one short video of 5 minutes, and everyone looks at them and they're wow, you know, amazing. They're so happy to see this. Everyone watches the rescue and the final end of the story in 5 minutes. And to people, this is unbelievable. Today I'm going to explain the differences between the approach of communication between Hope for Paws and ourselves, Viktor Larkhill Extreme Rescue, which anyway is not Viktor Larkhill only because there's so many people working with me. But let me tell you a story. It all started a few years ago. I was living in Turkey at the time. I was a businessman, just going on with my life, and at the same time rescuing whatever injured animals I will find on the streets in front of my home. This very quickly developed into a passion, some will say an obsession, and it grew from there. And then one day somebody sent me a video link. It was from a site called YouTube. In those days, YouTube was not as big as it is right now. And wow, there was this guy chasing this dog in the streets of Los Angeles, and you know, they were chasing them after cars and going under cars and going into backyards and jumping over fences and setting up rigs and this and that and the net and catching the dog. I was like, but hold on a second, this is fantastic. This guy is showing in a video exactly what we do here. But obviously that was Istanbul, that was Turkey, and instead of having skyscrapers or beautiful mansions, we will have the corner mosque or the fisherman at the village. But that guy was doing an amazing thing. He was rescuing dogs in very compromising positions, in terrible circumstances, and after that something was happening with the dog, and then the dog ended up in a home being happy. Fantastic. I thought, what a guy. He's incredible, and he has managed to find a way to communicate this in a way that is exciting for everybody. That was Hope for Paws. That was my first impression of Hope for Paws and Eldad Haddad. Wonderful guys. I really like them, and I have to say that their work has been a great influence for me over the years. I've always looked at the way they communicate through videos, and whereas I always found that there had to be a different approach because our work was essentially different, I've modeled my work and the way we communicate in his work. He was the precursor, I will say. But let me tell you about the differences between Hope for Paws and Let's Adopt, Viktor Larkhill, my rescue. What Hope for Paws do? They go out on the streets when they get calls from help, people, you know, individuals or other rescues ask them to help catching a dog that for the longest time they haven't been able to catch. And Eldad does an amazing job. I mean, that guy is such a tracker, is an incredible hunter, really. I think he looks at the animal in a way, and I'm saying this from my heart in a good way, but as prey, you know. I have to catch this guy. I have to catch this guy. How am I going to do it? So he sets up these strategies, nets. Really, sometimes it's amazing. I mean, I've seen him digging a tunnel. I mean, really incredible stuff. And he does it in a way. The way he films it is incredibly emotional. His use of the camera I think it's fantastic, because Eldad hasn't gone towards a polished approach. He hasn't made an effort in getting fancy equipment or fancy editing. Everything he does is very raw, and that is what in essence makes his videos connect with the viewer. People enjoy raw. People enjoy unedited, and that's great. Even the letters that he uses on his videos, they are not very polished. And I don't know if he does that on purpose, but it works. It connects him with the masses, and the masses respond to his videos, and there are millions of people that follow his channel. Our approach, however, has always been different. We sometimes get calls from help from the police or from people, as Eldad does, but usually those people that call us, they've already captured the animal. So sometimes they call me and they say, look, there is this dog in trouble. Sometimes I go over there and pick it up myself, but I don't have the tracking skills that Eldad has. I'm not a hunter. I cannot chase an animal and run after him for hours. That's not my skill. But when those people ask me for help, if they have the animal themselves, I tell them, bring it to the hospital and we're going to treat him over here. So the animal arrives, and that is where our skills come in. We're really good at seeing the long-term approach to take. We're very good at not giving up. We're very good at instead of focusing on the present, we try to look at the future. If we did focus at the present, most of the animals that will arrive to us will be dead. The fact is that when one of these animals arrives to the hospital, he's in such a terrible condition that your first reaction is always like, my God, he's suffering so much, how can I stop this? And for some people, that way to stop it is to euthanize the animal. It's not for us. For us is, what can we do medically? What can we do medically to relieve this animal of his pain and to give him quality of life? We take the long-term approach. So the animal arrives to the hospital, we start treating him, and then we start shooting. We record and we shoot every single step of the way, of the whole treatment. So instead of condensating everything on a 5-minute video, usually our videos tend to be kind of long. We give several updates over the whole length of the treatment of the animal, but we do it in a way that engages people on the rescue of this particular animal. So it's not only one event, one rescue. It's one rescue and the treatment and the follow-up and the follow-up and the surgery, and then something goes wrong, and then there is another surgery to fix that problem. So by the time the whole process has happened, people have truly connected with that animal, and they have truly been given a pretty good vision and perspective of what it is that medical treatment entails. I used to say that we don't do miracles here. This is the combined work of a lot of vets, of a lot of people donating, contributing. So this is a real community that day after day saves lives. There is a difference between an event and a process. What Hope for Paws do in those videos is an event. Here it is, the package, the video, 5-minute, bam, everyone happy, oh my God, this is great, share, donate, the channel grows, it's really great. What we do is not an event, it's a process. The animal arrives, the animal is treated, the animal is rehabilitated, it takes months. So this is why when people write to me and tell me, oh my God, but your videos are so long, or you don't know how to do this, or your channel is crap, because Hope for Paws is so great. I wish I would like to explain this to everyone every time, but it's really difficult. So this is why I'm making this video. Our work and Hope for Paws work are part of the same global community of animal rescuers. Our work is identical. Eldad chases the animal, rescue him, gives him to another rescue that will then take care of surgeries and rehabilitation and whatever it is they do. In our case, we skip the first part, usually. Sometimes I do travel to other countries or to other cities and I rescue the animal myself. But usually we skip that first part and we focus on the other one, on the rescue, on the treatment, rehabilitation, and then finding my home, rehoming, showing how the animal lives. I believe that animal rescue is not only one part. If I say that we do it right and he does it wrong, it will be stupid. If somebody, in the same way, if somebody says that we are not doing things right, it's completely stupid. This is like comparing apples and oranges, pasta and strawberry cake. They are two different things, but it's all part of the same process. And this is my point. I believe that over the years, Eldad's videos and our videos and Animal Aid in India videos, and there are so many others doing amazing work. They're contributing towards a change in society. Little by little, people are beginning to understand that a dog on the streets of LA is not normal. This thing has to be solved. People are beginning to understand that a dog with 2 broken legs on the fields in Spain is an injustice and is something that we have to fight against. So it is this change in society that we're aiming for. 12 years ago, when I started in Turkey, nobody cared, nobody gave a damn about stray dogs. Today, in Turkey, there is a growing movement of animal rescuers. And the same thing happens here in Spain, where I live today. 12 years ago, nobody really cared. Today, animal rescue has become such an important issue that we have a political party that is aiming to be in the parliament and to start changing things. I mean, please, bear in mind that we are way behind where other countries are, like Holland, even the United States. So it is this society change that we're focusing on, and it is this society change that you, by watching these videos, are being a part of. So next time somebody says to me, next time you watch a comment and you see a comment and you see that, oh my God, but Hope for Paws videos are much better than yours. Please just send them this video so that these people maybe, hopefully, will understand that what we're doing is different, but that it's all part of the same game, animal rescue. So from here, I want to express my admiration to Hope for Paws, to Animal Aid Unlimited, to Soy Dog, to Takis in Greece, and to so many other small rescues all around the world. Some of them have a YouTube channel, many of them don't. This is a really difficult job. This is a mission that changes lives, and that far too often, unfortunately, changes the life of the rescuer, and not always for the best. Animal rescue tends to take a massive toll on the people that do it. I have met amazing people all around the world in homes with 6, 7, 8, 12 animals that nobody wanted. I've seen these people giving up their lives for those animals. So what we do is really not about us. We are part of a much, much larger community. And is that community the one that deserves respect and admiration? So guys, next time you watch an animal rescue video, please try to imagine everything that is behind it. The endless hours of waiting for the animal, the times when you would like to be with your kids, but you can't because you have this animal rescue mission, the endless hours thinking how you're gonna raise funds to pay for all of this. It's not easy. It's not easy. And it's a long process, but in the end, it's all worth it. So guys, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for your support, and thanks for supporting, of course, this channel. If any of you wants to see the work of these great animal rescue channels, I'm going to leave some links down below. And if any of you would like to support our work, you can do so by joining our Patreon community. There's a link here you can see. You can go there, you can select the level of support that you can give us on a monthly basis and join us. Thank you very much. Ok, done. Vámonos.